Section 4.4 is about finding area using dissection method. We're also going to calculate some perimeters as well. In problem number 1, I have two shapes that have been put together. I have a trapezoid shape on top of a rectangle. In order to find out the area of the trapezoid, I could draw in an altitude down to the base, and when I do this on both sides, I create a rectangle inside of the trapezoid. So the 12 length on top becomes 12 between here and here. And the whole thing was 24. So if 12 of it is taken up in the middle, that means I have 12 left. So there's 6 left here and 6 left here for a total of 24 along the top of the rectangle. That means I have a right triangle here with a leg of 6 and a hypotenuse of 10. Other leg of the right triangle will be 8, and that happens to be the height. I can find the area of this rectangle here, which would be 12 times 8. And then I have two triangles, two right triangles. So I'm going to go 2 times the area of the triangle is 1/2 base times height. So 1/2 times 6 times 8. Now I'll have the area of the trapezoid on the top. Then I need to add the area of the rectangle on the bottom, which is base times height. So that's 24 times 8. When you set this up in one long line, I want you to then use your calculator and enter it straight in your calculator all the way across. When you are done, you should get 336. There are units on the diagram, so we should report our answer with units. And area is a square unit, so write your answer with inches squared. The perimeter of the shape, I'm noticing all the sides are labeled except on the left. So I'm going to label the missing side on the left. It's across from the 8 on a rectangle, so it is also 8. And then you just pick a location you want to start at. Maybe I'll always start at the top on a diagram. So I have a 12. So 12, and then I'm going to go around clockwise. The next side is 10, and then 8, and then 24, 8, and 10. And again, just type that straight into your calculator so you don't miss a number, and you should get 72. Now the units for perimeter are linear. You're just finding the length of segments or the length of lines. That's why the word linear is used. And so we just need a linear unit of inches to label our answer. Number 2 seems to be comprised of 4 triangles. I could treat the top half like one triangle. I do have a base of 16 for the top half. That base of 16 is also the base for the lower triangle. All I need are heights. Well, the shape has diagonals in it that are perpendicular. So I should have had the perpendicular mark on there. I apologize. The leg of the right triangle is 8 and the hypotenuse is 10. So this is a 3, 4, 5. So the height is 6. Then on the bottom, you have a right triangle again with a leg of 8 and a hypotenuse of 17. So the other leg is 15. That's an 8, 15, 17 triangle. So I can treat the whole top as one triangle. I will. It'll be 1/2 base times height. The top triangle has a base of 16 and a height of 6. Add that to the area of the bottom triangle, which has a base of 16 and a height of 15. Please type that straight into your calculator just as it is. You will get 168. You do have units. The perimeter is adding up all the sides. I will label this side has a 17 and this side has a 10. So I'm going to add 10 plus 10 plus 17 plus 17, which gives me 54 centimeters. This regular hexagon drawn below, you can handle this several ways. The first way I'm thinking of, you could draw a diagonal across, and then you could deal with it like 2 trapezoids. But I want to give you a piece of information about regular hexagons in particular. And this is only true of regular hexagons. They're made up of 6 equilateral triangles. And I'm telling you this because we just learned the formula for area of an equilateral triangle. So if I continue to draw in diagonals, you'll see I have 6 triangles, and I'm letting you know that those 6 triangles are equilateral. We know already that the side of one of the equilateral triangles is 6. So that means the side of all of them are 6 because this is a regular hexagon. I'm going to set up the area for this regular hexagon as 6 times the area of an equilateral triangle. And remember, the area of an equilateral triangle, side squared over 4 root 3. I'm going to substitute in 6 for the side, and now I'll use the calculator to type in 6 times 6 squared divided by 4. That ends up as 54. And then I just keep the root 3 there, and we do have units. For perimeter, every side of this hexagon has a length of 6. So it is simply 6 times 6. And remember the units. Number 4, to draw in the corner, I can find the area of the whole rectangle now, and then I'll subtract away the area of this little triangle that wasn't really there. Now the bottom of the rectangle is 15, but the top of our shape is 11. So that means the leg of the triangle on top is 4. On the left side, the rectangle is 10. On the right side, the shape has 7 here. So that leaves 3 for the other leg of that triangle. So area of this whole shape is going to be area of the rectangle, 15 times 10. But then we're going to subtract away the area of the triangle, which is 1/2 3 times 4. Type that straight into your calculator, and you should get 144. And the unit is yards squared. Perimeter, I'm missing the side. I'm only missing one side of the shape, and it is the hypotenuse of the triangle up in the corner. So obviously this is a 3, 4, 5 triangle, so 5 is the missing side of our shape. I'll start at the top and go clockwise. So I'm going to add 11 plus 5 plus 7 plus 15 plus 10. I'm getting 48 yards. Please try the next 2 problems, number 5 and number 6, on your own. So turn off the video, try 5 and 6, and then turn the video back on to check your answers. The answer to number 5. There are 4 triangles here. They're all 3, 4, 5 triangles. 3, 4, 5, 3, 4, 5, 3, 4, 5, 3, 4, 5. So the area is 4 triangles, and they are each 1/2 a base of 4 and a height of 3. Type that straight into your calculator, and you will get 24 inches squared. The perimeter is 4 times 5, so that's 20 inches. Number 6. You can draw in the missing rectangle in the corner, or you can dissect the shape like this and just look at the 2 rectangles. Since the left side is 11 inches and the right side is 6, that leaves 5 inches left for the height of the top rectangle. The top rectangle's area is 4 times 5, and the bottom rectangle's area is 6 times 12. Type that straight into your calculator. 92 inches squared. The perimeter, starting at the top, there's 4 inches across the top, and there's 12 inches across the bottom. So that leaves 8 inches on that segment, and every side is now labeled. So if I start at the top, I'll get 4 plus 5 plus 8 plus 6 plus 12 plus 11. That adds up to 46 inches. In problem number 1, we're going to dissect on the coordinate plane. The first problem looks like a trapezoid, and remember, you can drop an altitude down like this to dissect a trapezoid. Now you have 2 triangles. The triangles are different shapes though, so I'm going to have to do the area of 3 pieces. So first I'm going to set up the area for this region right here. So that's a right triangle, which will be 1/2 base times height. So the base is 3 and the height is 3. The middle shape here is a rectangle. It has a base of 4 and a height of 3. And the right shape right here is a triangle. So I'm going to set up 1/2, base is 2 and height is 3. Type that straight into your calculator. We don't have units on this page, so we'll just report back a numerical answer. Number 2, This one can be dissected very nicely. If I draw a vertical segment here and a vertical segment here, I have three regions again. But this time the left region, that's a triangle, and the right region, that's a triangle, they're the same shape. They both have a base of 6 and a height of 2. So the area for this, I can set up two triangles. 2 times 1/2 base times height. The base is 6 and the height is 2. Then I'll add the area of the rectangle. The rectangle has a base of 4 and a height of 6. Type that straight into your calculator. Number 3, I'm going to do by dissection again. This time, I think I would dissect this vertically. So I'll draw this segment in, and then I'll draw this segment in. Then I have 3 nice rectangles to work with. The base of this one is 3, height of 2. This base is 4, and the height is 8. And then the base of this one is 4, and the height is 5. So we will set up 2 times 3 plus 4 times 8 plus 4 times 5. You should get 58. Okay, you need to know there is actually a formula for area of a trapezoid. Area of a trapezoid is given by 1/2 times the height times the sum of the bases. So we can call one of them base 1 and the other base 2, but it's the parallel sides of the trapezoid that are the bases. And then of course we've been drawing in a height for our trapezoid, so we will be using that. Let's go straight to an example. Please write the formula down for each example, and that way you'll remember the formula much easier. In the first example, the height of the trapezoid is 12, and one of the bases is 15, the other is 9. The order of them in your formula actually doesn't matter. So type that straight into your calculator, and you should get 144. Please go ahead and do number 2 and 3, and make sure you set up the formula for area of a trapezoid to start with. This formula is going to be very important. You will go ahead and use this in your pre-calculus and calculus classes. So let's make sure we get this formula memorized. All right, pause the video and do number 2 and 3. Turn it back on to check your answers. The answer to number 2. The answer to number 3. I hope that went well. Now that you know the area formula, you're going to have to substitute in different numbers for 4 and 5. In number 4, we actually get the area. So let's set up the area formula. Height over 2 times base 1 plus base 2. So I'm going to put 52 over here where the A is. Altitude of 8 means the height is 8. So substitute H with 8. The larger base is 10, so we're going to find a smaller base. It does not matter where you put the 10. Either put it in for B1 or put it in for B2. I'd like to point out that 8 divided by 2 is 4, and that you could divide both sides by 4. So you end up with 13 equals 10 plus B2. Subtract 10 from both sides. The shorter base is 3. Number 5, the formula is height over 2, or half the height, times the sum of the bases. We find out that the area is 116, so substitute that in. We don't have the height, we need it, so write h over 2 for now. Base 1 is 12, base 2 is 17. I can add the 12 and 17 together. But another thing I can do is get rid of this 2. I can multiply both sides by 2, and that would cancel it on the right. So let's multiply 2 times 116 and add 12 plus 17. Now you just have to divide by 29. 232 divided by 29 is 8. Another feature of a trapezoid is that it has a median of its own. So if I draw a trapezoid here, the bases are parallel. What we're telling you is if you find the midpoints of the non-parallel sides, so the slanty sides, I'm going to find the midpoint here, and I'm going to find the midpoint here. If you connect those midpoints, that segment is called the median of the trapezoid. The median has interesting property. The length of it is actually the average of the bases. So notice how we add the two bases together and divide by 2, and that gets us the median. Well, because the median is half times base 1 plus base 2, it can be used in the formula for area. Our area formula for trapezoid was h over 2 times the sum of the bases. H over 2 is half of h. So I could write that as h times a half times the sum of the bases. Do you see this part right here? 1/2 times the sum of the bases. That's the same thing as the median. So what we're going to do is we're going to replace that whole thing, 1/2 base 1 plus base 2, with the median. And that gets us another formula for area of a trapezoid. So that's the other piece of information right there. Okay, let's try this. In number 6, we're going to find the length of the median of the trapezoid. The median is simply the average of the bases. So 1/2 base 1 plus base 2. And in this example, base 1 14 and base 2 20 means that the median is 17. Pause the video and do number 7, and then turn it back on to see the answer. Now we're going to use the median to help us find area. So in number 8, area of a trapezoid can be found by simply multiplying the median times the height. We know the median is 14 and the height is 9, so 14 times 9 is 126. Now you turn off the video and work on number 9 and 10. Turn the video back on to check your answer. So you see, if you get a trapezoid problem with the median as given information and not the bases, then you could still find the area of the trapezoid. So that would be the case where you would use this formula. If they don't tell you the length of the bases, but you do have the length of the median. Okay, number 11, we have the height of a trapezoid, and we have bases, and we need to find the median and then the area. So we have 2 math problems in one. We'll start with median, which is the average of the bases. So what were the bases they gave us? All right, we're going to ignore the height for a second. The bases are 6 and 14. So we need half of 6 plus 14. You should have gotten 10. So since we have the median now, we can use median times height to get area of the trapezoid, which would be 10 times 12. So that's nice. That worked out quickly. All right, you do number 12. So pause the video, do number 12, and turn it back on to check your answer. Did you remember the units? There were units in that last problem, so make sure you wrote 26 centimeters